quick video update. Didn't really want to put it into text, so I'll just tell how it is. So engine and sitting on the subframe. Subframe's in the chassis. It's all sitting there on its own now. So there's no blocks or anything, so that's exactly where it's going to sit. Sort of sitting at 170 mil off the ground is what the subframe, and then the sump is about 150 off the ground, with the floor and the sills about 130 off the ground. So it's a lot better clearance than the previous Mini I had, the VTEC. So as you can see, spent most of the weekend just putting gussets and strengthening the subframe and the chassis rail. Lots of gussets everywhere. So that should hopefully meet the requirements for the engineer. I'm not sure whether I'm going to need an additional brace from there to there, which is the upper control arms. It is mounted by all these additional gussets everywhere. But again, not sure. You might want to strengthen that from one side to another. So I'll work that as I go along. The gear lever, there's been talk about the gear lever, I guess, and the clearance that it's going to get from the rear. So once the boot comes in, it should basically be close to here. That's sitting in neutral at the moment. I'll try and get it through the gears as we go along. So obviously first is up forward, so that's first gear, and then second is straight back. So you can see that's the closest it's going to get, which is, I think, plenty. I'll just make a little bracket up here somewhere, and that'll run by cables rather than actual rod. And then you'll go into third, to fourth, fifth, and then we'll just try and get into neutral, and then reverse, and that's reverse. So that's going through all the gears. We're in neutral again. So I think it'll be fine. It'll run by cables. The cables will run somewhere up the side of the car into the centre, between the gear sticks, between the seats, so should be okay. Quick update from the front. So more gussets at the front, done to hold that chassis rail in place. Everything's welded up now, so it's all tied together. Checked all the wheels, the wheel line, it looks good. You can sort of see how much it'll stick out, so nowhere near some of the 13x7s you can put on these Minis, so that's good. I didn't want it to go too far out. Obviously track width is important for engineering. There's the height right there, which is about 20 mil above the tyre. I've got to trim those wheel arches up again, allow for travel of suspension. I think I'll about 100 mil travel in the coilovers that I'm looking for. You can see also the gap at the front between the engine and where I'm going to basically put a firewall straight up to the top, and then obviously with the sunroof in there as well, it'll hopefully sit right in the middle of the two windows of the panoramic sunroof. So it's sort of sitting where it is at the moment. If I just sort of pan back a bit and just have a look at how low this is going to be, and it's, yeah, pretty cool. Looking forward to getting it on four wheels. So next up is the front suspension, so another big job ahead. Cheers.